Your suspicions are correct. Shadow banning is real, and here's how you can fix it. I just want to start with a little backstory to preface how I figured out that shadow banning was a real thing. So on my channel, I basically had a minimum of like 200 or 300 views. So my worst performing video would get 200 or 300 views. And then every few videos or so, I'd get 5, 10, 20, or 100,000 views. You win some, you lose some, basically. But what happened was one day I started uploading videos, and I knew it wasn't a quality issue. I maintained the same level of quality and same level of vetting. Suddenly, my base level of views was 20 views. And for some reason, I could not crack 20 views. It was weird because I'd have like 10 or 15 likes and 20 views. It did not make any sense. And at first, I was worried that just the algorithm had changed and my content just wasn't sufficient. But a week passed, and sure enough, my view count started going right back up. I started getting a bare minimum of 200 or 300 views, getting 5,000, 10,000 here every few videos or so. And that's when I realized, okay, shadow banning is real, but shadow banning is also temporary. So basically, the key to fixing a shadow ban is to 1, wait it out, 2, keep posting content at your normal intervals. But more important than fixing the shadow ban is how to avoid a shadow ban. Now, typically shadow bans tend to happen to people with either edgier content or maybe videos where you show a little more skin than what's technically allowed on the platform. As far as edgy content goes, the way they shadow ban you is if you use keywords for current global events or touchy subjects. So basically, my solution to this would be avoid using names or locations of touchy subjects. And then if your content is more in the way of thirst traps, just generally play on the safe side as to how you dress. Those seem to be the 2 most common reasons for shadow bans. Some ways around using touchy keywords, I would say, is you can kind of hash your text if it's a closed caption. So basically replace like an I with a 1 or an S with a $sign. That trick does work currently. I can't tell you that will work forever, but right now that workaround does work. And also, if the subject is touchy enough that it's broadly known that the bot can sort of pick up that you're using certain keywords, you can basically allude to popular topics and people will generally know what you're talking about. My final piece of advice on this is to validate that it's actually a shadow ban and not a quality problem. So for example, if you find yourself having posted something maybe edgy or inappropriate the other day and then suddenly your views just dropped drastically out of nowhere, okay, that's probably a shadow ban. But if you find your views dropping more incrementally, that's definitely a quality issue. And not that your quality has declined, it's just that your content may not be aligning with what the algorithm is favoring. And I would say in that case, you do need to either try and 1, change your style of content, or 2, improve the quality, or 3, preferably do both. I would say no other app favors experimentation as much as TikTok. And honestly, some people view that as a bad thing, but I actually find that exciting because it means there's always newer opportunities to stay on top of your game.